This is how to secure a triangle once your partner rips their arm out of the armbar position. So we'll start in the armbar from closed guard that we covered a little earlier in this section. He does a push-up. I secure the armbar, and we're here. Now, pretty common thing, I don't pinch my knees together enough. He ends up ripping that arm right out of here. That's no big deal. You just have to make some quick movements so you can recover the position and submit him a different way. So my head side leg comes over to his other shoulder, and I start to curl my hamstring to control the posture. So this leg is controlling the majority of his posture right now, which means I should cross my other ankle over the top in support. The next thing I have to do is get this arm across to the other side of my body. Because with the choke that we're gonna do, his shoulder will cut off his artery on the close side, and my own thigh will cut off his artery on the other side. So if I just try to push his arm over as it is, it's like this space is very small and it gets caught up on my hip. So what I do is I extend my hips to create a flat surface, and then I want to go behind his elbow with both hands. So what I like to do is my hand on the cross side, I bring the top of it just under his tricep here like this, and then my other hand I make a C grip and I go behind his elbow. So as my hips are extended, I'm in a bridge, I push his elbow across with both hands, and at a certain point, I'm even able to lock both of my arms out. It's impossible for him to fight this now. So while the arm is across here, I bring my knees to my chest, and now my belly blocks his arm from coming back to the other side. Now, I want to change my angle again, which is going to require me to open my feet. So if I just open my legs as they are, he'll posture up and go away. I'll lose the position. So before I open my feet, whenever I'm in the triangle, I need to first grab my shin that's over his shoulder. And you'll notice when I grab my shin, I'm not grabbing low towards the ankle, leaving all this space here. I want to grab it closer to his head, and I'll show you why in just a minute. Let's change our angle a little bit. It's this way. So again, we're here, and I've grabbed my own shin with my cross-side hand close to his head. The shoulder is still exposed here. Now I put my foot on his hip, and I change my angle back the other way. If you want, you can use this hand to underhook his leg as well, but it's not necessary. Now, really important detail. I want to cover the front of his shoulder with the back of my thigh. Let's turn just a little bit right here. Yeah. The front of the shoulder needs to disappear. So if I end up locking my triangle and it looks like this, I'm going to have to start pulling down on the back of the head, extending my hips, which is going to create more of a neck crank than a nice clean triangle that's going to put him to sleep. So once I change that angle, I now cover the front of the shoulder with the back of the thigh as I lock up my triangle. I shouldn't have to use my hands for anything. I pinch my knees together to finish. And I can use my hands to punch him in the head or break his arm. So we started in the armbar. He ripped his arm out. I move my leg to the other shoulder, hamstring curl. My other foot supports that leg. I extend my hips. I come across with the top of my hand under his tricep, make my C grip behind the elbow, push it to the other side with both hands. Now I bring my knees to my chest. I grab my shin close to his head, foot goes to the hip, change my angle, underhook his leg if you want, and that just helps make a better angle. And now I cover the front of the shoulder with the back of the thigh, and I pinch my knees together. Rips it out. 1, 2. Grab your shin, foot to the hip, front of the shoulder, back of the thigh.